Hello everyone. So what we have today is a STIHL weed eater. It's a KM110R. This is my brother's weed eater that he got from his father-in-law. So we're gonna see if we can get it up and going for him. One thing I noticed is that the primer bulb is completely dry rotted away. So hopefully we can just get parts for this. If anything, we'll order a new carburetor. Gas. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly old. But we'll see if we can get it to crank over. So first we're going to take off the airbox, spray some starting fluid in there and see what happens. Okay, so we'll take off the airbox cover. Probably get a new air filter for it as well. Okay, let's see if we can get it to at least crank over. Good sign. Okay, so we know we have a dirty carburetor. We'll also check the spark plug as well. Probably replace that. Let's get to this carburetor. Okay, so we got those two bolts removed. Let's remove this plastic cover so we can get the throttle cable off. Now we can take off this plastic cover. There we go. Get this throttle cable out of the way. Go. Okay, now all we have is just a few rubber lines. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see them or not. There's one right there, and then two right here. See if we can get this bottom one off first. Looks like it just ripped. Yep, it ripped. Now we can get these two green ones, and hopefully we don't rip these ones. We also have another one right here. Yep, that one's stripped as well. Yeah, I'm probably just going to replace all these hoses. There is the carburetor off. So obviously we're going to have to get parts for this carburetor just because of the primer bulb is shot, possibly the diaphragm. Just to be safe, I think we'll just get a new. Okay, now we can take off the primer bulb. Okay, we'll go ahead and spray some carb cleaner through here and see if anything's plugged up. Okay, I'd say that's pretty clean. We're still gonna order a rebuild kit, and we'll even look at aftermarket carburetors to see if it would be worth just replacing it. So with that aside, now we can look at the spark plug. I know it did run, so I know we're getting spark, but I just want to see the condition of the plug. So what we're gonna order for this is obviously a spark plug, rebuild kit for the carburetor or new carburetor, and then an air filter, and we'll go from there. Okay everyone, so the parts came in. I did look for a rebuild kit for the carburetor, spark plug and all that, and it was actually cheaper to just buy a new carburetor. Came with spark plugs, new lines, air filter. So you can actually open it up and see. So it came with hoses. Looks like 2 filters, 2 primer bulbs. This green hose, I'm not for sure what that is. Spark plug, air filter, new gaskets. Came with a tool to adjust the carb. And then the carb itself. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll replace the lines and the gaskets on here and get the carb on and test it out. First, we'll get this green hose out. There's a filter on there as well. Get this. I'm gonna hurry and drain the gas out before I put the new filter in there. Okay, we'll get our new filter and lines put in. There we go. I have this small little black hose back here. And this is just one big hose, so we'll just cut little sections out of it. That put on. And with the big hose down here, where it is cracked, I'm just gonna use some tape just for the meantime until I go and get another hose. Okay, now we can get on our new gasket. Try to... clean that area up. So now we can get our carb on. And also, I'm going from the back side and I'm going to get that hose attached. Okay, so this longer hose went to here. Shorter one went to this plastic barb. Which is a little bit of a pain to get on. It's a lot easier. Okay, and then this hose goes to the back of this plate, which is, there's a little brass fitting there, or barb. Just like that. Now we can get the bolts on. Here we go. And we'll get our throttle cable attached. Okay, now we can put the air filter on. As well as the pre-filter. Slide the cover, get it screwed in. Since the cover is off, we'll change the spark plug as well. You don't have to have the cover off to change it. See if it threads in. Yep, threads right in. Okay, now we'll get it tightened down. Here we go. Now we're ready for some fuel. Okay everyone, so I did mess with the screws, the high and low, but where it was at was just fine. So all we gotta do is just put the plastic cover on, and I'll pick up an O-ring before I take it to my brother's and replace that. Just that O-ring right there. Completely shot. Let's get the cover back on. Here we go. And there we go. That one is finished.